Hello everyone, I'm Navart and welcome back to Doors yet again. Now, last time we showed off the Hotel Plus update, but things have changed since then. Modifiers were added, which are tweaks to the game, and in small amounts, it's just a slight difficulty increase or decrease. But when you start slamming a lot of them, the game feels entirely different with how hard it becomes. A rush could come more than once in a room. I've had that happen before with certain modifiers on. Everything could become dark, slippery, you can be slow. If you're injured, you're slow, that kind of stuff. There was also the Doors Tower Heroes event, which I already got the stuff for that. But there are some new achievements for this. You have 5 stars, which is 50% for modifiers, and Hotel Hell, which is 150%. I have beaten super hard mode, so I do think that I will be able to do this. It's not going to be too terrible. But yeah, you can also create lobbies different now, because there's a button in the bottom right that you can click. And as you can see, here are the modifiers. Some of these do require badges to get, but yeah. So we have Uh-Oh, which is an obvious reference here to Dee Dee from Ultimate Custom Night in FNAF World. Activates a random modifier and activates 3 random modifiers. So this knobs thing not only determines the percentage that will, determine if you get a badge for it, but will also determine the amount of knobs that you get extra. So things like lights on, meaning less rooms will be dark, will give you less knobs than the base game, whereas random modifiers being activated will give you 30% extra. It starts at 0%, so if you get 100%, you're not just getting the base amount of knobs, you are getting double, basically. Electrical work makes it so lights will never flicker or break, and it includes entity warnings. Bad electrical work, more rooms will be dark, lights will occasionally flicker and break. Most rooms will be dark, even during attacks. Lights flicker and break. El Goblino is on break, El Goblino on break. More gold can be found. El Goblino was here, less gold can be found. More stuff, more items can be found, and you'll also notice that some of these you can't use the rift. If you don't know what the rift is, it's a thing that you can find if you go down the stairs instead of up. When you're at the final room facing off against the second figure encounter, you can store up to 1 item in there between runs. More stuff, more items, right, I already said that. Less stuff, less items. Wear and tear, items will have less durability and uses. Out of stuff makes nothing spawn. Gone fishing disables most glowing hints. Soundproofing makes it so things like books, keys, anything along the lines of that don't make that shimmering noise anymore. The wet floor makes things slippery. Bad ventilation makes there be some fog. Locked and loaded makes more rooms be locked. Few places to hide, removes more places that you could have hidden. Tripped makes you start with 50% HP, however you can heal it. Tripped and fell is 10% of HP, but you can also still heal it. Few last breaths is 50% HP, but that's your max health. Didn't skip leg day gives you more speed. My knees are killing me makes crouching slower. My legs are killing me makes movement in general slower. Injuries will make it so you're slower with more damage done to you. Good time will make entities attack less often. Bad time will make them go more often. Rush hour will make rush attack more. I'm running here is rush is faster. Tiptoeing here makes rush give no sound. Wrong number will spawn dupe more and he'll increase in difficulty. Battle of Wits will make it so dupe will nearly always spawn and is set to the max possible difficulty. I'm Everywhere makes it so Screech can attack in any room. Think Fast makes it so Screech will give you less time to react. Bug Spray makes it so Timothy basically just does not exist. Itchy makes it so Timmy will attack more often, and he can finish you off with a final blow. Nosy makes it so Eyes spawns more often. You can really run, makes it so Seek's Chase will be longer and start earlier. Which, I don't view that as a down. I mean, he really speeds you through a lot of rooms. So, By all speedrunning means, this is a very nice modifier and could just increase, you know, how fast you go through your round. Ambush, back for seconds, he'll attack more. Hide will attack as soon as he can with Rent's Due. Roundabout will guarantee halt, and he's harder. And man, when it says he's harder, that's not a joke. Most of the time you can't just go back and forth, you have to actually turn. And if you mess up for more than like half a second, you're dead. Watch Your Step will make snare spawn anywhere. And then super hard mode is the April Fool's 2023 mode thing. Now look behind you. Whoa, spooky. But basically, if you don't know what that event was, essentially it was really hard. Everyone was jacked up. Jeff the Killer was someone who could be there. And there was also different items. You had the Chug Jugs to give you shield. You had Holy Hand Grenades, which were like crucifixes, but extremely strong and ranged. However, you can also die to them if you don't do it well. Yeah, there was also Greed, where if you picked up too many items, you would get, you know, killed. Or not really items, I think it was just gold. But we're gonna start activating some of these. I don't mind power shortage. I don't mind Goblino is here. I don't mind out of stuff. Gone fishing. Why not do soundproof it? You know what? Let's just go in with everything that we can. And we'll do that. Now, some of these you'll notice you can't activate at the same time. You can't make entities spawn less while also making them spawn more. Just like how you can't make items have low durability but also not appear, because that's just giving you free modifier points with no real challenge added, because you've already added challenge that completely cancels that out. This isn't the max amount of knob percentage you can get, because I'm missing a lot of these, but as you can see, 26 modifiers. Let's see what happens. I might do A1000 eventually. I'm just not sure. I mean, it takes a while, and if you mess up, especially if I try recording it and I mess up, that's a lot of time wasted. And to be fair, it's not really worth it. You get a night vision camera, sure, but yeah, you lose it once you die, so you'd have to go through A1000 again. So as you can see right off the bat, it is pretty dark in here, and I'm sliding quite a bit. Crouch speed is pretty unbearable. Now, I'm not expecting to win anything in this video. I'm just kind of checking out the modifiers. You've got door 1. Two. And we have halt right off the bat. Problem with halt and slippery is that you have to like yeah, you have to move in advance, as you can see, because if you try turning the moment halt appears, you don't have enough time to start actually going back, because you still have to stop yourself. I don't know if you can walk in a direction and then turn your camera and swing your momentum around. I'm hoping. I highly doubt it. But you basically need to get good enough to predict halt on, or not halt, yeah, halt. He is halt. But halt on steroids. It does seem like it. Okay, you don't want to do it instantly, because then all of your stuff is going back from what it seems like, and you don't want to try to press just backwards. You want to keep going forward and then just try to swing around in a way that isn't too harmful from your speed, I think. I don't think I can even take from my rift, can I? Yeah, I can't. I'm surprised I don't just have the rift to spawn if you have a modifier like that. Anyways, there's one. There's 2. It's going to be a lot of deaths where we're not going to be quite sure what happened. Because it's so dark, and with the sound cues removed, or at least some of them, it's a bit painful. I believe there is a thing that actually dampens your volume. As you can see there, we just got killed by a rush. Now, you wouldn't have even known he'd come, because he doesn't make any sound, and the lights are already out. So we can't see him flicker. Obviously, this is a bit too hard, so I'm not going to jump right into that. Wow, someone else with the survival of Jeff the Killer, nice. But we'll see how well this goes. I'm fine with power shortage, I'm fine with Goblino stuff, out of stuff, gone fishing, soundproofing. I don't like wet forward nor bad ventilation. I can deal with locked rooms. Because I'm solo, I can deal with few places to hide. I can deal with few last breaths. We can just try to do 50 for now. I'm okay with snare. I'm okay with rent's due. And I kind of want back for, or you can really run. Let's see what else I could get rid of. We could get rid of power shortage, I suppose. And I'm not big on gold anyways. We can get rid of we can get rid of gun fishing just in case we get a really annoying room. But yeah, this will be the 50%. If we win this, we'll get an achievement from this. If we don't, then I've still got to work on some stuff. I've tried doing this with Betrayer before. And man, when you're trying to get 150%, this stuff is painful. Anyways, why was I crashed? Alright. We gotta go grab the key. As you can see, it feels like we're just super fast, but this is the base speed. 1. I've never really had big issues with snare. 2. I think the only time where I seriously got stopped by them was in super hard mode. 3. You always want to count your doors in this game, especially because dupe came. So, when you know dupe's there, you can count. Or, you know, recite what you did count. Why did I look in there? I don't even have items. And I'm not using gold. 5. 6. There's snare. 7. There's another snare. There's 8. Okay. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what just happened there, but alright, there's 9. Another snare. 10. We don't have to check that, because again, no items. 11. 12. 13. I saw a snare near the wardrobe, I guess. 14. 15. I'm a little bit surprised he came in a room with no hiding spots. 16. That was just 16. What do you mean 16 again? Oh, it's because it loops. Alright. 17. Here is Seek. 18. As you can see, starting even before room 20. As opposed to where you'd be around room 30 in the normal version. 19. And I think this is where he comes. That or the next one. I've had it be 2 long corridors before. Here he is. Okay. You don't have to count as intensely here until you're on the last room, and I'd also recommend being prepared for eyes, because I've had some runs where eyes has come the moment that Seek's stuff has been finished, and me or one of the other people I was with at the time got screwed over by that. Got caught there, which wasn't good. 28. 29. $30. We move. 31. This room. I hate this room so much. Especially if you're not with anyone else and you don't have any lockpicks. It can be pretty painful to have to do. And I can't just listen to the different desks and wardrobes and all that. I don't think that's what that's called, but, you know, you get what I mean. I believe that's a wardrobe or a closet, not those. I might be going crazy, but very large pain to have to sit through all of that. Especially if it ends up being at like the very last room, or if you're only searching the different shelves and stuff, and the key ends up actually being like in a corner like this, or on a bed or something, and you entirely miss it. 32. 33. 34. I think that was Rush. Wow. Okay. I just got screwed over quite a bit there. There wasn't even a closet in that room. I get less hiding spots makes there be less places, but that didn't say no places. Wow. Alright, we're gonna try again. I don't think this modifier is too hard. You know? I mean, the biggest issue is Rush, but I guess we could always try to memorize in a room where the closets are and determine on if we need to run back to a closet in the room that we just opened the door from, or if we need to press on and hope for a closet in the room in the future. Would it be my first time having to deal with RNG? Like hard mode. 1. There's nothing in here. 2. Nothing in here again. You can see the sign. 3. There is one in here, and it's a key room. I should have known by this. It feels so empty seeing all the hiding spots gone. They really add to the decoration. 5. You have a lever 1. I'm surprised there isn't much of a threat in these rooms. I mean, they look menacing with all the webs. You'd think that maybe there'd be some sort of spider enemy in here. And I don't mean Timothy. I mean, like, something bigger. And then Timothy might just be like a child of it or something. Or a very young version of it, at least. I mean, you're generally safe in the basements, aside from Screech. Okay, what was that? 9. You also saw Snare there. 10. It's a very delayed become dark. 11. Got a loop-de-loop here. These would suck to get dupe on if you aren't paying attention. Also 12. Key room. There it is. 13. We move on. 14. We've got another key room. And also snare. Snare's not that notable. Thought I saw the key on that chair for a moment. Still nothing. That's cool. Watch it be in that one room that I decided not to check. I'm surprised there isn't a greed modifier. Maybe there is, and I just haven't unlocked it yet. I could see greed being like, I don't know. I feel like greed would have to fall under the El Goblino was here kind of stuff. Well, I don't know, because there's nothing that entirely eliminates gold. You know? I think we were heading into 15. But, like I said, there's nothing that entirely... Was that... That was a very aggressive flicker. Anyways, I don't think there's anything that outright removes gold entirely. 16. But I feel like you'd almost want to tie greed to El Goblino's stuff in terms of difficulty. Because, I mean, it makes it so there's less gold for you to be, you know, greed attacked in the first place. But at the same time, I guess there is still gold, so you might as well. I don't know. If I were to say how much of a percentage that'd be, maybe like 10 at most, because I feel like most people who are doing modifiers above 50% really aren't really doing it for the gold. At most the knobs, and while gold can get you extra knobs, it's not really worth it considering most things to get good modifier percentages typically involve Goblino is here. Almost went the wrong way there. $29. 30. Another key room. Snare. Heard a light just break. Still no keys. Alright, there's the key. Surprised I didn't see that. I think it... Well, I was gonna say it's 32, but when there's two doors that say 32, it really makes me think 31. Okay. 32. There's 33. More the key to 33, I guess. Actually, 33. Snare. 34. 35. Snare. 36. Snare. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. Gotta love the long staircase. You gotta wonder, how many stories is the hotel indoors? I mean, between the elevator falling down a lot, 42, and then also how many stairs you can climb and or descend. Eyes. There's a lot of possibility for the size. 44, what is... Oh. Ah, snare! You got put in an actually good spot for once. But it really leaves a lot to the imagination on just how big the hotel could be. No. I don't like how the screen was shaking there. 46. 47. I bet that the key's gonna be in here. Yep. Called it. 48. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jack. Oh my God. Thanks for the blood room, Jack. I mean, I guess this might as well as be a time to explain Jack, I think. When he jump scares you, he temporarily makes everything bloody for you, including the rain. And boy, did that get me. I don't normally jump at the jump scares at this unless it's Timmy and I'm listening for like Screech in the dark. Or if it's Timothy, whatever. Or if it's Jack, apparently. Jeez. Why was I just walking? Why did I decide that that was a smart option for a moment? But as you can see, there is no shimmery, shiny noises, so we are going to have to use our eyes more than our ears here. And if you don't use your ears normally for this, that's probably why it takes you so long. Because normally you can hear the books through the other bookshelves. And just quickly get it over with. There's been a few times where it feels like he just grows eyes and runs straight at me when I'm crouched. You know, I'm surprised he doesn't react to the typewriter or the glow. That's such a missed opportunity for a distraction mechanic. Also, 8, 5, 9, 6. You only need a star. 8, 5, 9, 6. If you don't feel like getting the last digit and you have all the other ones, you can just guess whatever you don't have. It'll only take you 10 tries at most. Now, where is this star? Where the heck? You know what? I might do that. I might just guess. I remember when people were doing the iron doors challenges thinking that that was a fun thing to do. It really wasn't. It was just turning it around into an RNG, I guess it's just an RNG competition. Who could get lucky? Wasn't there a time where you could go into this when you're there? I'm gonna check my paper. Nothing. I wonder if I wish chatting also got you found. Okay. We're gonna try 0. And it was 1. So we missed having to backtrack into the library by just guessing a little. 52. Is there anything I really want to buy? I guess we could take a lockpick. The rest will just go to him. Okay. That's 53. We're halfway. 54. If we die here, I'm just gonna end it. 55, because I want to find out a better strat eventually. Snare seems to be placed more on the path that you'll end up going to, from what I've noticed. 56. This is a very easy rush. He opened up 57 for us. And it's a puzzle. Of course it is. Can you really call this a puzzle when it's quite clearly just painting outlines? It's not that hard. Puzzles are meant to puzzle you, Snare. 59. I like how it looks more disordered after room 6 or room 50. 60, 61. This room's always dark, isn't it? Or am I crazy? Hi. I got very lucky there with it being right next to the door. $62. Snare. Bug off, Snare. Come on. He's only bad if you get a rush room. Okay, you've got a dark key room, and I reckon, yep, it's in here. 63. Oh my god, another dark room. Okay. Oh, well, that had a fireplace there, so I'm thinking... I saw some sort of fire. It could have just been a candle. 64. Jeez. A lot of dark rooms in a row. 65. Huh. That was uncomfortably close. That was almost bad. 67. We got no closet there for a moment, and I was thinking you're about to die. 68. Okay, that was just Seek. 69. 70. Seek really helps more than he hurts, because he throws you forward so many rooms. You're essentially skipping at least, like, I don't know, maybe 8-ish rooms or so, without having to worry about any other entity, and you're doing it fast, too. 72. I was pretty accurate with that guess. 81. 82. 83. Ooh, we got halt. And this is a normal halt. Don't do it, man. As you can see, you can just walk backwards with normal halt, where as opposed to the other one, you don't have any slack. Not gonna risk a death here just to get forward on halt a little more. Okay, 84, 85, 86. Snare was in a corner, by the way, or not against the wall, not in a corner. 87, 88. Got a very long stretch here, and if we get rushed in this next room, we're screwed unless there's a closet in there. 89. We've got the garden thing. Love this room. It's pretty great. I've heard some theories about this being guiding light, and perhaps it being an entity itself. I honestly just think it's a statue. I mean, if it was guiding light, I'd assume that his light would be around him. 90. 91. I don't think you can get dupe here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Ah, Snare. Wait. That's when Snare hurts. It's when he does that right as rush comes. That's what makes him so dangerous. Now, we got to 92. I'm sure we can do that in another video. But just for the sake of not wanting to get too far into this and keep, trying the modifiers again, this is where I'm going to end the video. Not really a long one, just 30 minutes or so. But, we were just here to really check out exactly what this update entailed. We did it once with all of the modifiers and like 2-3 times with some other combinations. I cannot speak apparently. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.